Hey everyone, welcome back to the podcast. Today I wanted to talk about something that honestly affects so many of us either directly or indirectly. I'm talking about smoking. If you've ever tried quitting or thought about quitting, or if you're someone who's watching a loved one try to quit, you probably already know how much of a journey it can be. And yeah, maybe it's not the easiest thing in the world, but the benefits you get from quitting, they're honestly huge. Today, I want to dive into the long term effects of quitting smoking, how it actually changes your body, and really just why it's so worth it. I'm going to list out some key benefits, break down the science a little bit, but mostly I just want to give you that real perspective on how quitting smoking can impact your life. So let's dive in. 1. Improved lung health. All right, let's start with lung health. Obviously, we all know that smoking messes up your lungs, but quitting, that's like the best gift you can give to your lungs. It's like within a few weeks to months, you'll actually start noticing a difference in your breathing. It becomes easier. You're not wheezing as much when you go up the stairs or try to work out. Now, here's the cool part. Long term, your lung capacity actually improves. It won't be overnight or anything, but a few years down the line, studies show that your lungs can start repairing themselves. The cilia in your lungs, that's like the little hair-like things that help move mucus and protect you from infection, they start growing back. And with that, your risk of developing things like chronic bronchitis and emphysema starts going down. If you stick with it long enough, after about 10 years, your lung cancer risk is actually cut in half compared to if you'd kept smoking. It's incredible. 2. Better circulation and heart health. So, next up, let's talk about your heart. People often don't realize how much smoking messes with your heart. When you smoke, it makes your blood thicker, which means it's harder for your heart to pump it. That's why smokers are at a way higher risk for heart attacks and strokes. But the minute you quit, your blood starts to thin out and flow better. Within just a few weeks, your circulation starts improving. And here's where it gets interesting. Long term, as in a few years, your risk of coronary heart disease, the same thing that can lead to heart attacks, starts dropping significantly. Stick with it for 15 years, and your heart disease risk actually drops to about the same level as a non-smoker. I mean, how crazy is that? It's like giving your heart a second chance at life. Another really cool thing about improved circulation is how it affects your overall stamina and physical abilities. When your blood flows better, every part of your body gets more oxygen. This means that activities that used to leave you out of breath, whether it's a quick jog, climbing stairs, or even just playing with your kids, start feeling easier. It's not like you'll suddenly become an athlete overnight, but your endurance gradually builds up. People who quit smoking often notice they have more energy to do the things they love without feeling so drained or out of breath. Plus, better circulation isn't just about physical activity. It impacts your body's ability to heal and repair itself. You know those little cuts or scrapes that sometimes seem to take forever to heal? When your blood's pumping properly, your body has an easier time sending nutrients and oxygen to those areas that need repair. This means that everything from wounds to recovery from physical exertion happens faster and more efficiently. So, in a way, quitting smoking helps your body become more resilient over time. And here's something a lot of people don't realize. Quitting smoking actually reduces the risk of peripheral artery disease, which is when the arteries in your arms or legs get narrowed due to plaque buildup. This condition can cause serious pain and even lead to complications down the road. But when you quit smoking, your risk of developing this disease starts to decrease too. It's one more way that your heart and blood vessels thank you for giving up cigarettes. Every bit of improved circulation makes a difference. 3. Reduced risk of cancers beyond just the lungs. Now, most of us know about lung cancer, right? Smoking is the biggest cause of it. But here's the thing. Smoking actually increases the risk of a bunch of different cancers, not just in your lungs. I'm talking about cancer in your throat, mouth, esophagus, pancreas, kidneys, even your bladder. Crazy, right? So by quitting, you're actually lowering your risk of all these cancers over time. I mean, sure, the risk doesn't go away instantly, but it definitely starts to decrease. Take bladder cancer, for example. After about a decade of quitting, your risk of bladder cancer is about half that of someone who kept smoking. Same with cancers of the mouth, throat, and esophagus. So, yeah, it's a huge deal. 4. Stronger immune system. Another thing people might not think about is the immune system. Smoking weakens it, plain and simple. It's like when you're smoking, your body is constantly fighting off the chemicals in cigarettes. That means it has less energy to fight off actual viruses or bacteria. You're more likely to get sick. And when you do get sick, it takes longer to recover. Long term, once you quit, your immune system starts to bounce back. It's not as overworked as before, which means it can respond better to actual threats like colds, flu, and other infections. You'll probably notice you're not getting sick as often and even when you do catch something, your body handles it better. So yeah, quitting can actually mean fewer sick days and less time feeling miserable. 5. Healthier skin and slower aging. All right, this one is for everyone who cares about their skin, and I know that's a lot of us. Smoking causes premature aging, wrinkles, and a dull, kind of tired look in the skin. It's because smoking reduces the blood flow to your skin, depriving it of oxygen and important nutrients. But once you quit, over time, you'll notice that your skin actually starts looking healthier. You get back that color, that glow, and those fine lines, they're not as pronounced. Sure, it's not like quitting smoking is a magic anti-aging cure, but it definitely slows down the process. People who've quit for a few years have skin that's noticeably firmer and brighter compared to when they were smoking. Another thing that happens when you quit smoking is that your collagen levels start to stabilize. Smoking breaks down collagen, which is the protein that keeps your skin firm and elastic. Less collagen means more sagging and wrinkles. But when you stop smoking, your body has a chance to start producing and preserving collagen at a more natural rate again. It doesn't happen overnight, but slowly, you'll start noticing that your skin has more elasticity and firmness. Over the years, this means fewer deep lines and a smoother, more youthful appearance. Quitting smoking also has an impact on skin hydration. Smoking dehydrates your skin, making it look dry, flaky, and less vibrant. Without all those toxins coming in from cigarettes, your skin's moisture barrier starts to repair itself. This means your skin can retain hydration better, which leads to a softer, more plump look over time. A lot of people notice their skin feels less tight or dry after they quit, and they don't have to rely on as many moisturizers or treatments to achieve that healthy glow. And let's not forget about skin tone. Smoking can lead to an uneven complexion with areas that might look more sallow. 5. Healthier skin and slower aging. All right, this one is for everyone who cares about their skin, and I know that's a lot of us. Smoking causes premature aging, wrinkles, and a dull, kind of tired look in the skin. It's because smoking reduces the blood flow to your skin, depriving it of oxygen and important nutrients. But once you quit, over time, you'll notice that your skin actually starts looking healthier. You get back that color, that glow, and those fine lines, they're not as pronounced. Sure, it's not like quitting smoking is a magic anti-aging cure, but it definitely slows down the process. People who've quit for a few years have skin that's noticeably firmer and brighter compared to when they were smoking. Another thing that happens when you quit smoking is that your collagen levels start to stabilize. Smoking breaks down collagen, which is the protein that keeps your skin firm and elastic. Less collagen means more sagging and wrinkles. But when you stop smoking, your body has a chance to start producing and preserving collagen at a more natural. 6. Improved sense of taste and smell. So, did you know that smoking actually dulls your senses of taste and smell? I mean, that's something you don't always notice while you're still smoking. You just kind of get used to flavors and smells being muted. But quitting changes that, and it happens pretty quickly, actually. Within a few weeks or even days, your senses start to come back. Food starts tasting better, smells are more vivid, and you just get to enjoy these little things in life that you might have forgotten about. And, there's something really special about being able to enjoy a good meal, actually tasting all the flavors. It's just one of those unexpected perks of quitting. 7. Healthier teeth and gums. I think another big one that doesn't get talked about as much is dental health. Smoking is really bad for your teeth and gums. It causes staining, bad breath, and increases the risk of gum disease. And gum disease, by the way, can lead to serious infections and even tooth loss. Quitting helps your mouth start to heal. It doesn't happen overnight, but your gums can get healthier and your risk of gum disease starts to go down. Plus, over time, you're not staining your teeth anymore, so your smile starts looking a lot brighter. And let's be real, a healthy smile makes you feel good about yourself. 8. Better mental health. One thing people don't always consider is the mental health side of it. Smoking is actually pretty tied up with stress and anxiety for a lot of people. When you're smoking, you often feel like you need a cigarette to calm down, to deal with stress. But long term, it actually raises your baseline level of anxiety. It keeps your brain in a kind of constant state of needing more nicotine. When you quit, yeah, you're going to go through some cravings at first. But in the long run, you'll notice that your stress levels start to even out. You won't be as dependent on something outside yourself to feel calm. It's kind of freeing, really. You get to a point where you feel more in control of your emotions and less like you're at the mercy of needing to smoke. Quitting smoking does something else that's pretty amazing. It boosts your energy levels. Smoking messes with your oxygen levels because of the carbon monoxide it introduces into your bloodstream. And when your body is low on oxygen, everything feels harder. You feel more tired, less able to focus, just not as lively. But once you quit, your oxygen levels start going back to normal and your energy comes back. People who've been smoke free for a few months often say they feel like they've got more pep, more energy to do things, whether it's working out, playing with their kids, or even just focusing better at work. It's like you get a whole new lease on life. 10. Increased life expectancy. And I think ultimately we got to talk about longevity. Studies have shown over and over that quitting smoking increases your life expectancy. Smokers, on average, lose about 10 years off their lives. But by quitting, even if you've been smoking for years, you can actually gain back a lot of that time. For example, if you quit before you hit 40, your life expectancy almost goes back to that of someone who's never smoked. But even if you quit at 50 or 60, you're still gaining back years that you would have lost. That's time you get to spend with family, doing what you love, living fully. It's a powerful motivation, you know? All right, so there you have it. I mean, quitting smoking is a tough journey, no doubt about it, but the benefits are real. You're giving yourself a second chance at health, a second chance at life. It's like every day you stay smoke-free, you're investing in a healthier, longer, and overall better quality of life. If you're someone who's thinking about quitting, just remember, it's a process. Take it one day at a time and know that each day without smoking is a win.